Hello everyone, welcome back. We are playing in the snow this morning. It's flaring a little bit, but nothing major. But done a couple videos last couple of days on agricultural water, and I want to talk on that subject a little more here if we can. And what we're going to talk about today is where the water comes from, what we use it for. What we've got here is a well. Okay, that well is just recently drilled. The folks that own the property had that well drilled, and that well is for when we need potable water in our operation. So when we do any type of pesticide application, any type of washing of equipment or harvest bins or anything like that, we will use the water out of that well. That's basically, if we don't have that, it is impossible for us to pass any type of gap audit or any type of food safety audit. So that has became a necessary evil, if you will, in farming, vegetable farming. And it is what it is. The landowners have put that well in for us to use, so we are grateful for that. Now, we are also blessed in this area that we have surface water everywhere. And as you can see, we have a pretty decent stream that cuts through this property. Alright, and this property has this surface water, which we will use for drip or trickle irrigation. We do no overhead irrigation on our vegetables for multiple reasons. We will use this, and it goes all the way through the property, so there'll be access points throughout. And we'll use a sand filter system and pump the water out of the creek and then run through the drip irrigation under the plastic mulch to the root zone of the plants. We will test this water and make sure it meets the guidelines that are required, once again, for the GAP food safety audit. But just to give you an idea, that's what we deal with. That's almost any farm in this area that you lease, any property that you farm, will have a stream on it. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, but almost all of them have it. Goodness gracious. And that's water we'll use for irrigation purposes. You know, we may pump water out there to wash the tractor off or something like that, but that's all that surface water will be used for. Anything that comes in contact with the edible portion of the plant will be coming out of that well. And that's the way that works. Now, if you're leasing a piece of property that does not have access to either municipal water, city or county water, or a well, to access your potable water, you have a couple other choices. You can drill a well, which can be a very expensive endeavor. You can haul water. And the other day I talking about the GAP, food safety, good agriculture practices, all that. If you drill a well, that's an expense. If you have to haul water, that's an expense. You know, it's I understand we try to make our food system safer, but you know, there's an expense to it. Unfortunately, in most cases, that expense is not passed on down the line. Basically, the farmer incurs it, and that's that. You have to eat it. But that's just part of it. And a lot of these videos, keep in mind, you got to remember, we as farmers have got to make people aware of where their food comes from. If, you know, you got to eat, and if I don't grow it, or somebody down the street don't grow it, somebody's got to grow it for you. And to me, it's important to me who grows it. I want to know who grew it and how they grew it before I'm going to consume it. To you, it may not be important, but it should be. And, you know, it's not that I'm just belly aching about cost and this, that, and the other. It's just, you know, I chose to do this, but I just want to make people aware. And, you know, people will go into the supermarket, grocery store, and complain about the price of a product, and, you know, it may be overpriced. But I can almost guarantee you that we as farmers are not getting that markup. That's going to middlemen and brokers and other things like that. But just some thoughts for today. If you like what we do, subscribe to us. We got videos coming of us back in the field as soon as the weather, as you can see, the weather is not quite suited for field work today. But we got videos coming. We've got things coming along, and we'll go from there. So until next time, subscribe to us, like the video, comment, tell us what you think, ask questions, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.